Okay. So
Wait, Janet, do I have the ability to share?
you should be able to.
I have the ability to, yeah.
We're
It may
recording.
ask you.
We just started recording. This is our Team Warriors special Zoom tonight. We're really, really excited to be sharing with you what we're sharing tonight. It's a great opportunity for all of us to try something new in building our business. And I want to say that Jackie and Mike and Nora have put a lot of work into this and effort. And I'm just going to turn it right over so they can get started so we can share as much as we can and then be open for questions.
Okay, great. So you in the Health Warriors page, we put up a post about the 28-day Back to You challenge, and we put in some notes there that you guys could download and read. Just with a show of hands, did anybody get to read through any of that stuff before the call? Just so I kind of have an idea of where we're starting. Okay. Okay, so most of you haven't, so I'll probably go a little bit more in depth, but basically everything that we're going to talk about tonight is written out in more detail on that document. So if you're watching this on recording, grab the document and pause this and go read it first, and all of this will probably make much more sense rather than doing it the opposite way. But everything you need to know about this challenge is going to be in the Zoom and in that document. So what is the challenge? Well, I'm going to share my page starting off here. Make this big. Can you see that? Everybody, it looks okay. Okay. So we're here to talk about a 28-day Back to You Health Accountability Challenge. So what is that? Well, this is the landing page for what it's going to look like in Facebook when people get invited to this challenge. So this is the invite link, and when we get off of this call, we're going to share this invite link with all of you, and you can go ahead and invite people to join us in this challenge, to join you in this challenge. The challenge is going to focus on 4 main habits of health that we work on. It's focus on healthy mind, healthy hydration and nutrition, healthy motion, and then healthy support and stress management. And in that, we will include the trilogy of health, which for anybody that doesn't know is healthy mind, healthy body, healthy finances. So the challenge is going to be broken down into 4 weeks. It's 28 days. So this is the landing page that everybody that gets the invite is going to see. And it basically is going to walk them through what the challenge is. So what is this challenge? Well, it's 28 days for you to focus on eating healthier, drinking more water, living a more active lifestyle, getting fit, having energy, sleeping better, handling stress, and fitting into those clothes in your closet that might not fit anymore. It's designed to really engage clients, pre-clients, existing clients, pre-coaches, anybody in your network. We're going to talk about who it's for in a little bit, but this is the landing page. So what do participants receive in this challenge? Well, they're going to get a free health assessment, which is a really big deal because we're going to be able to give them a place where they're starting this 28-day challenge by doing this health assessment. They're going to be given access to the accountability network of health-minded people. That's us, all of us, collectively. They're going to be in a private Facebook group with daily activities and tips and videos and healthy recipes. And guess what? That group already exists, and we're all in it. It's our journey group. So that's where this challenge is taking place. It's not going to be another page for everybody to find. It's going to be the same place that we go to post all of our motivational stuff anyway. And we're just going to be asking everyone to be a little bit more engaged during this 28 days. They're going to be given access to our Proven Optimal Health System and access to the virtual support calls. The fine print, there's no cost to join, and there really is no fine print except that everybody that comes to this challenge must do a health assessment. That is the only thing that needs to happen in order for them to be invited into that group. And we're going to talk about why that's so important as we get to all of the notes later on. So how do I join? Well, it tells everybody how to join. They're going to click that they're going or they're interested in the event. And when they do that, they're going to reach out to the person that invited them. So if you're inviting people and they click going, my suggestion is that you are checking this event page daily to see if maybe someone's going that you invited. If you invite from Facebook directly from this page, you can actually see who was invited and who invited them. So if you look right now, these are the guests that are going, and right under their names, it says invited by who. So if you use this page to invite, you will, and what I mean by that is share and then invite friends from this page. So your friends list is going to come up where my friends are here. And you're going to be able to invite your friends. If I click my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law and my friend Nicole and my friend Laura, and I hit send invites, now they're on the invited list. So they're going to go into this invited box, and it will tell everybody who invited. So we can go over that more if everybody's a little bit confused or needs more information on that later. But for the time being, invite away once you get this link. And then we're going to ask them to invite others to join them. And it gives them ideas on who can join them. Somebody that they normally diet with, someone that's struggling to create health in their lives, someone who's stuck in the current plan they're using. All of the people that we would want in our funnel, that's who we're asking them to bring into this funnel. And we're asking them to do it for us. So it's a really amazing way for us to reach our network's network. So let's talk about the challenge a little bit more. So everybody's going to be given this script. The script in the very beginning includes everything that you will see in that invite so that you have it for quick reference. And then it's broken down into steps. The challenge is going to start with goals for your participants, and it's going to end with goals, which is a really amazing way for you to have follow-up after the 28 days. Whether they decided to come on our program with the meal plan or not, when they end with their goal sheet, I'm going to show you the starting goal sheet. This is the simple goal sheet that they're going to get when they first start. And it's just asking them to give some basic goals, and they're going to take a picture of this and they're going to send it to you, and it's all in the instructions. And at the end of the 28 days, we're going to give them another simple goal sheet. But in this time, instead of just 28 days, we're asking them to create a goal for 1 month, 3 months, and 1 year. And what that does for us is if they haven't come on plan by then, it gives us 4 opportunities to touch them and ask them how they're doing. Because they're going to send us this and we're going to know what those goals are. So imagine reaching out to somebody a month later and saying, hey, or near a month later, hey, it's 3 months after, just wondering how you are, where you are on those goals you set for your 1 month. And then maybe at the 3 month period, and then maybe at the 6 month period to see if they're on task for what their 1 year goals were. And what that's going to do is keep them engaged and give us another reason to interact. The ball stays in our court. We're not throwing it in their court and leaving it there. So, what's the purpose of this challenge? Do you want to talk about that, Mike?
Yeah, well, pretty much the purpose for the clients and the community is to get people, motivated towards a common goal, to learn and commit to the habits of health. And we all know that once they do that, they're that much more likely to succeed. I think this is also a great opportunity for us to integrate, with our current clients who we're already speaking with. Also, to explain to them what integration really means, and that's 100% buying into the process. And we all know that the process works, and to get them integrated just like we are. This is also enabling the clients and the new people that we're bringing into the program, to be welcomed into our community of coaches and other like-minded people. I think that's a great arena for them to be in. They can feel safe within a space like that, and they're also going to get a vast amount of knowledge. It's also going to help us and help them, map out what their 28 days, 60 days, 90 days look like going forward by, setting their goals and having something to strive for and eventually achieve. I think it's also a great way to introduce our prospective clients to our program, and that it does have proven predictable results. If they weren't on plan, it's a little bit more difficult, but the plan works. We all know that the stuff that they achieve is very predictable. Lastly, in regards to the benefits, it's the experiences of working with our program and with a meal plan, if the meal plan is chosen by the prospective client.
And even without a meal plan. So I don't know if I was clear on that before, but in order to do this challenge, you do not have to be part of the diet plans that we offer, the 5-in-1 plan, the 4-in-2 plan, the 3-in-3 plan. People can come in and do this program and just work on their healthy habits and choose to use their own nutrition and exercise plans to reach their goals. We are going to do a health assessments with everybody, and we're going to try and awaken their desire to use one of our plans by offering all the benefits of using one of our plans. But in the end, and Nora's going to talk more about this when she jumps on, but in the end, it's their choice on what to do. And then there's a lot of benefits for coaches, right? So these challenges in the past, we've always thought of as just benefiting clients, right? It gives them a place to have access to all this amazing information and coaching. But this challenge has so many benefits for coaches.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely going to be promoted big time is how much the coaches are going to get out of something like this. I think once you realize that your clients are integrated, it just makes that much more, it makes our job that much easier. People get what they're looking for. You know, when they come into a challenge like this, you know, they're going to be looking for, you know, hopefully, you know, betterment of themselves. And, you know, they're also going to be able to, you know, pass that on forward, just like we're passing it on forward. You know, they become the ambassadors for the program, you know, through referrals or eventually becoming coaches themselves. We'll be able to introduce our business in a much wider fashion, you know, in a much larger network that we haven't tried in the past. In the past, you know, some people wouldn't really, you know, you don't really talk to somebody because you don't want to try to sell, you know, but this is going to be a way where you can talk to them in a safe environment, and, you know, they're going to realize that you're not out there just to make a sale, but you're out there to hopefully make them better.
Can I say something? I think that for this is so good for your business, whether you're a brand new coach or whether you're a seasoned coach, and in a couple of different ways. Because if you're a new coach, you can reach out to people and be so comfortable to say, join me on this 28-day challenge, and just feel really comfortable that like those guys just said, that you are not selling anything. Anyone can come in and they don't have to be on our eating plan. But regardless, you're going to get an opportunity to do a health assessment with them, and they're going to be exposed to the Habits of Health system by being in this challenge. And many of them, during the challenge or after the challenge, if they weren't on our eating plan, are going to then want to be on our eating plan because they're going to see and hear from so many other people that are on it. So for a seasoned coach to reach out to old clients and say, hey, I did this today, you guys. I spent a lot of time reaching out to some old clients. I did the invites on the Facebook, and a lot of people said interested. So I reached out and said, I'm so happy you're interested. I'd love to tell you more about the challenge. And I have old clients that are coming out of the woodwork.
And so there's some other benefits too for coaches too. And really you get to practice health assessments. So the more we do those health assessments, the more we get really, really good at asking questions and listening to the answers. And really being able to put our program in front of the people for the reasons that they're saying they need it. So those health assessments are invaluable. And if you feel like you aren't really great at them, this is going to give you an opportunity to do them on people that may or may not be interested in the meal plan. And that's okay, because you're going to find out what they really want in those health assessments. So it gives us a chance to get really good at those health assessments, to inspire people to coach earlier. We'll get into that a little bit more later. To reboot yourselves. Like, this is a perfect place. Margin and Rick were saying this on the 8 o'clock call this year, to get yourself really crystal clear on what our program is and what it offers. And this way, when the holiday season comes, you're one step ahead of the game and everybody's already looking to you for inspiration because you've got it covered. So take this 28 days between September and October and really focus on your health goals. Decide what goals you want to focus on, and use the challenge to help you get there. And then again, using that as the catalyst, you build momentum for your business starting now. And the holiday season is big for us. Maybe December is a little bit slower, but leading up to that, people want to shed this weight before the holidays come because they're afraid they're going to put on even more then. So this is kind of like our golden period. So let's get right into how to use the challenge. We've kind of created 4 simple steps for using the challenge. The first one is to promote and invite. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we're not just going to blast this out. We're not just going to put the link to this invite up there and say, maybe people will come, maybe they won't. We're going to become raving fans of this challenge. Really, I task all of you with reading through this document and really understanding what the challenge is all about so that you know how to speak to it and you really are excited for it. There have been challenges in the past, and what I have done wrong is not get excited about it first. And then I'm in it and I'm seeing how amazing it is and I'm thinking, I was so late to this game. Well, guess what? We're giving you guys 2 full weeks to get in the game before the challenge starts. So that's why this document is like gold. Read through it, memorize it, understand the scripts, understand the purpose, and you're gonna be able to be a raving fan of this challenge. Go live about it. If you've been struggling with going live, or if you need a reason to go live, this is perfect. Go live about how awesome this challenge is going to be and how excited you are to go into the challenge. Understand it and invite personally. So studies show that 67% of Americans said that if they got a personal invitation to something, they would consider going. So let's personally invite people. People don't want to be mass invited. They don't want to hey without their name. They don't want to think that they're getting something that 400 other people are getting. They want you to say, hey, Janet, I really think you would love this challenge, and this is why I thought of it. Make it personal, and they may show up. At least you have a 67% chance more of them showing up than just blasting it out. So how do you invite? You can invite on your client check-in calls, like Janet just said. So we have weekly calls with our current clients. Invite them. Tell them all about it. Tell them why they should invite their friends. Tell them what you think would benefit them. They're just as valuable to this 28-day challenge as a brand new client because they could get integrated. And integrated means that they're going to understand that we are not just a diet, and they're going to be able to talk about who we really are and bring you referrals that you want to have. Not people looking for just a diet. People that are really looking for a lifelong transformation, because guess what? That's what we really offer. Social media. You're going to go live on social media. You're going to invite personally on text and email and PM or DM and however you do it on social media marketing. There are ideas in this document. There are scripts. You see here, send an email invitation personally or through Optavia Share. We tell you how to do it. Invite your friends to join the group and share how participating could benefit them on social media. We show you how to do it. Here are sample text and email private messages. Really, everything you need to do for this challenge is in this document. If you want to work this challenge, it is all done for you. You just have to plug and play. And again, who do you invite? You invite everyone. If you've done a hundreds list, invite all 100 people. Make it your goal that in the next 14 days, you're going to personally invite all 100 people for whatever reason you thought of them to put them on your hundreds list. And there's Janet's hundreds list. And if you don't have a hundreds list yet, guess what? There's a link on this document for a video that tells you how to make one. So if you don't know what it is or you don't have one yet, that's the first step in really figuring out who is on your mind for this program for whatever reason, healthy mind, healthy body, or healthy finances.
Go through your phone and go through your Facebook friends. You can make your list too.
Yeah, and then on this link, it gives you all sorts of ideas in different professions, and it's really an incredible way for you to create a list if you don't already have one. And then there's step 2. So after you invite everyone, you're just going to start to collect the yeses. So when you collect yeses, what does that mean? It means that people are going to click that interested or going button, and it is your job to follow up with them and say, great, now it's time for you to do your free health assessment so that I can hear where you want to go and help you get there. And that's going to be collecting yeses. And what does that mean? It means we're inviting them to a health assessment. You don't have to call it a health assessment. You have to say, I need 15 to 20 minutes of your time to figure out what your goals are and go over the quick rules of the challenge. Do you have that time to take with me? I can't invite you, and if they give you, pushback, well, can't you just send me the information? I can't. The only way to get into this private group is to do this 15-minute meeting. I have to check off a box that says that I told you all of the rules and that you were clear on them. So do you think you have 15 minutes? And then step 3 is perform health assessments. And there's an amazing way to do this in the health assessments, and I'm going to pass it over to Nora because she's going to take you through this part.
Okay, so the health assessment for this is going to be a little bit different when you're explaining our program than in the normal health assessment. Use the brand new health assessment that has come out from Optavia. You need to know where that is.
There's a link in the document.
The link is right there. This has everything that you need. So you want to find out what their goals are. You want to find out what their daily activities are. You want to go through the normal health assessment. Find out what their pain point is. Find out what they're struggling with. You want to find out every of those details, just like you do in a normal health assessment. Share your story, right? The difference is when you go to the point where you're going to share our program, what we're going to do instead is share what the 28-day challenge is and say that there's 3 different ways to do it. So 3 different ways to do it is there's a good way, there's a better way, and there's the best way. Okay? So the good way to join us on this challenge is if they don't have a weight loss goal, but they really might need some healthy mind help, or they need some exercise help, or they need some de-stress, and they want to do their own meal planning. Great. They can come on in. They can join us in this group. They do their own planning. We're going to give them great community, great recipes, snack ideas, support, all the weekly webinars. We're plugging them into all of our systems so that they can see what we're really all about. A con is if they had a weight loss goal, but they think that they want to do it on their own, what you can do is go back and say that you've established that there were some weight loss goals and you have a plan to reach those. Most people may not. What you can say is, would you like to hear about some options for you? If they say yes, great. Here comes our Optavia meal planning options, right? And you can talk about getting predictable results that, you know, women generally lose 8 to 12 pounds a month and men generally lose 15 to 20 pounds a month. Again, you're using their pain points, right? So you're taking all that information that they shared within the health assessment and share it how our program can help them meet their goals. And they're getting 10 times better results if they partner with a coach and have a specific meal plan. Our better way is with our programs. And basically, if you wanted to look at what our best way is, you can say to them, okay, great. If they want to, let me back up. So if they say, I want to do my own thing, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that, fine. They can still do it, right? They don't have to do our meal plan. If they want to do our meal plan, fabulous. We figure out what's the best plan for them, either the 5-in-1, the 4-in-2, 4-2-in-1, whatever fits their goals. And you want to say, well, we've already talked about how this can help you meet your goals. Do you want to find out what the best way to do this program is? They say yes. So, right, we're asking for permission. Do you want to see what's beyond good? Do you want to see what's beyond better? Let's find out what the best way is. The best way is bring 5 of your friends with you. They can join you in this journey. So who are 5 friends that you might think about? We offer a referral fee if they actually sign up and do the meal planning with you. Or you might find that they love being coached by their friends and you want to become a coach too. And we're going to do the majority of the work for you. So this is built in so that we can actually dripping coaching from the beginning with them. We can show them that having even their close circle of friends and having that community of 5 people do it with them will help them to get better results. So better and best. All of the details are in this document with like specific language of how to use it. Just wanted to go through like to show you how to do it. Remember that anybody can do our challenge. It's not a weight loss program. It's really working on the creating healthier habits. So
perfect.
Not what's best.
Thank you, Nora. That was perfect. Perfect explanation of good, better, best. And again, if you read through it, you'll get more comfortable with that language. I've kind of been reading through this for a few days now, and now it's just second nature to me. There's a good way to do it, a better way to do it, and the best way to do it is invite your friends. So what is that doing? It's asking them to invite their network into ours, invite their people into our community, and that's all we want as health coaches.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Just to share with you guys that I told you that I've been inviting today, and I also spoke to some current clients on the coaching call and told them about this challenge, and it's a little different for them because they've already had the health assessment. So I told them I'm going to send them a sheet to pick out what goals they want, specific measurable goals for the next 28 days, and also invited them to bring someone along. And do you know, each person came up with somebody that they're going to invite? And these are existing clients, okay? But because of this challenge, they said, oh, my sister might want to join. They liked the idea that their sister didn't necessarily have to do one of our eating plans, but they could still come in and really learn our Habits of Health system.
It's really perfect. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Janet, now to talk about step 4, which is follow-up. So, I mean, this is the last step. We're promoting, we're collecting yeses, we're performing health assessments, and then we're following up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Okay, I have a question, and I'm gonna ask you guys to dumb this down for me.
Okay.
How do you physically invite? Because I'm looking at the Facebook, and it has this information, but then it says, you know, we have the 28-day back to you health challenge, but if I go there, it takes me to another page, and it says it's the wrong version. So, like, Janet, when you mentioned that you were inviting people all day, what did you actually do?
Kat.
Yeah.
The easiest way to do it is if you're on your home page, on your Facebook page, like this is your feed,
Mm-hmm.
left-hand side, you see the area where it says events.
Wait, on my wall, you mean?
On your own wall, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Uh-huh.
If you're on your phone, I don't have my phone in front. Give me your phone. Go to where you find events.
Yep, I see it.
They scroll down to our event, October the 23rd,
Yep.
and then when you're on it, this share button, the share right here.
Yep.
All right, you should, if you hover over it or touch it, it should have these 3 drop downs.
So if I share this, then what they see is
This.
28-day back to you health
The
challenge.
link
and
brings.
Yep.
They see that they're being invited to an event that's called the Back to You Health Challenge.
But they see that it's Monday 23rd at 7 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. So wouldn't they automatically assume if I'm busy or I'm at work, I should decline?
No, it says virtual online group, and it starts Monday. So
Right.
again, you're giving a personal invitation. Like, you know, I would put a message with this that says, you know, the challenge is from September 23rd until, when's the date? It's up here.
Mm-hmm.
If they read the event, they'll understand that it's not that day for those hours.
Right, because
Okay.
it says 28 days. So,
Okay. I think that helps. I have some ideas now. That's good. Thank you.
okay. All right,
So,
so
I think it's a good idea to follow up with people. If somebody does show that they're interested and they click the interested button, what I'm doing is reaching out to them and saying, hey, I'm so happy that you're interested in this challenge. Love to have a quick call to just go over the rules and let you know a little bit more, not the rules, but just to let you know a little bit more about it. And I would try to schedule a quick call, and if they're in, and if they decide to do it, I'm going to send them the goal sheet. And when you go through this document, you're going to see there's a link to the goal sheet, so you can just download it onto your computer. If you're sending them an email, you can attach the goal sheet. And then you're going to ask them to fill out the goal sheet with specific measurable goals, and then take a picture of it to send to you. And then I'm going to put it with the information with the health assessment of that person. If they are not a client, then you want to, of course, do the health assessment and get them going. And go back to people after you invite. Like right now, I have a lot of people that I have to reach out to because they've said interested. When that kind of dies down, I'm going to send out more personal messages, and then keep track of who's responding, and maybe put a little note near their name if you want to get back to them. But you want to keep following up, and you want to just keep inviting over the next 2 weeks. You're going to keep coming up with more and more people that you're going to think of. Go to the event page, hit share, send a little message on your weekly calls, talk about it, ask who else they could bring, talk about it every week, and let's really blow this thing up.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, and we can always some questions. I mean, this is really the last part, is just following up and telling you what to do 2 days to 7 days. We have a whole week to do a lot of inviting, and we really have a whole other week to do a lot of follow-up and continue inviting.
One thing that I forgot to say is once they decide they're going to join and you do the health assessment, you're going to add them to the journey page. If you are not an administrator of the page, you can add them anyway, and then your ED will just have to approve them. And the reason that we're doing that is because we want to make sure that everybody who comes in has had a health assessment. So if you're a brand new coach, maybe your coach will be doing the health assessment with you. We really want to make sure that people aren't just being added willy-nilly, that they have had a health assessment before they're added into the page.
And really what that does for us too is it just ensures that we know which coaches are really using this challenge the way it's intended to be used, right? Because we're inviting everyone in our organization to use this challenge. So if everyone's just sending out invites and then adding people to the group, we're going to end up with a lot of people in the group that really don't know what it's all about, and it's going to cause a lot of so let's talk about the journey page for a second, because the journey page for the 28 days of this challenge is going to be a little bit different. We're going to still do everything we've been doing in the journey page. We're still going to be welcoming people that aren't doing the challenge, and we're still going to be congratulating people and sharing. But there's going to be set posts every day for the 28 days. And Mike kind of set up a bunch of them already. And they go over all of those different habits. You want to talk about like kind of what they're going to focus on?
Yeah, sure. And Kat, going what you were saying before about the 7 a.m., we were actually going to we're setting it up that those recurring messages will be sent out at 7 a.m. in essence. So that's really where that 7 a.m. like comes from. But for the most part, there's just going to be really informational posts. There's going to be days where we ask you, what's your favorite motivational speech, quote ever, or show us how you hydrated better today, or show us give us an example of your favorite meal or something like that. So we're looking for participation from the people who are involved in the contest. We want them to share with us. Show us the picture of your big water bottle when you're out there, or how did you do physical activity today? How many steps did you have? Show us your pedometer for the day and how you did and stuff like that. So there's going to be interactive stuff, keeping the people involved. We're going to break down it into 4 weeks, and there's going to be prizes. We're going to offer like 3 or 4 different times. We're going to offer, say, a $25 gift card or something to that effect, just to keep people engaged and coming back for more. And, it's always nice to get something, even though you're in a free month-long challenge.
Yeah. So at least 4 prizes, 1 per week for now is what we have scheduled. And it's going to be in the form of a wellness credit, $25 either in the form of a wellness credit, or we haven't figured out the other one yet, either PayPal or Amazon. We're not really sure. Whatever ends up being easiest for us to get out there to people. So there's going to be prizes, and people love prizes. If it's free, it's for me. So they're coming to a free challenge. There's a chance to win prizes. We can utilize those prizes as coaches and say, well, you're going to get $25 in wellness credits. Maybe you want to use those towards ordering one of the meal plans that you said you couldn't afford, or maybe you want to put that towards a coaching kit. And we're also, just on a separate note, we're going to be doing a special Zoom, inviting people that are already on the journey page to become health coaches right away, using this challenge as their platform to launch their business. So if you already have clients in the journey page, look out this week. Janet, Nora, Mike, and I are going to be doing a Zoom to tell people just how easy it is to have a coaching business using just one line on social media, and that line is, I'm going to participate in a 28-day challenge. Who wants to join me? With their before and after, or with another picture of them that shows that they've been involved in a health-minded community. And we think that that's going to really be able to bring people on that have said, well, where am I going to get clients? Or I don't know how to do this. Or, you know, I'm nervous about coaching because I don't know how to tell anybody. And this is a really simple, easy way for them to tell people, and then a really simple way for them to begin coaching, because their mentor coach is going to be 100% involved in this group. So it is team coaching at its finest. We are bringing people in to our team coaching community. They will not know any other way. And they'll be integrated right from the start and understand that this is how we work together.
And it's not only their direct mentor or sponsor, it's 20 of us, 30 of us, and we're all doing the work. The work is being laid out every morning. It's being contributed to all day, every day. So the coaching aspect for a new coach who's apprehensive about something like that is minimal. It really is minimal. All you got to do is a couple follow-ups here and there, maybe poke them every once in a while. But for the most part, the work is being done for them. It's being done for everyone in this group.
So keep a lookout for that mention of that Zoom that we're posting, and start thinking about who you would want to invite that are potential coach candidates to invite to this Zoom to learn how easy it is to start coaching using this 28-day challenge.
I would say, I'm sure your guys' minds are running wild with the possibility of how big this can be. Jackie, Mike, Janet, and I have been brainstorming about this for several days now, and we are so excited. But the biggest tip that we could give you is read this document. The document that Jackie is showing you on your screen is on Team Health Warriors. It probably answers every question and more. So please, before, as mentors, we're here for you, but please, please, please read this document. It is in there, and it gives you the links and the attachments. Once you read it and you are in, let us know, and we are there to help you run with it. You might be asking yourself, well, what do I have to do? All you got to do is invite and do health assessments, and hopefully you get a few more clients that you get a coach. But if they're not coming on as a meal plan, you don't necessarily have to additionally coach them, because we're going to do the work for you. So this is easy peasy, everybody. This group has been proven by other groups to really grow their business, and we are so excited. So let's get out there and do it.
Let's do it. What are we waiting for?
Can I ask a question?
All right, yeah, let's open it up to questions. Everybody can kind of unmute yourselves if you'd like.
So, Jackie, I just have two easy questions.
Okay.
You guys just mentioned that there's going to be a Zoom for our journey group for our clients to invite them and to invite people to come. Instead of Zoom, can we just do it right on the journey Facebook group as a live Facebook? Because then at least it'll save it, just like our team Zooms, or just like our live feed.
Yes.
Zoom trainings are happening. I'm just thinking it'd be easier than remember to record a Zoom, share the link and all of that. People are on Facebook anyways.
Great. And you know what? I was going to do a post at 9 a.m., a video post, but maybe we'll go live at 9 a.m. Mike and I will go live at 9 a.m.
You'll get more traction. You'll get more people watching it. The second thing is, after the 28 days are up, if we have people that we've invited that are in this journey page who decide to go with the good route and not the best, do we keep them in our journey group, or what do we do with them?
So I asked that question to the other leadership people that have used this in the past, and they said by the end of this, that's very few and far between, you will remove them. But there won't be.
That's good to know.
But if
for the
they
few,
do, then you're responsible for keeping track of who you've put in the group.
okay.
And if they're not on one of our eating plans at the end of the 28 days, they get taken out. This is a special group. Our Facebook group is a perk for our clients and our organization, and we're allowing these non-clients into this perk for the 28 days, but then you need to remove them.
Got it.
And we'll probably go live at the end on the last day and go over all that housekeeping stuff too.
Okay.
Questions?
Else?
Just like Nora said, when you read that document, everything is going to be so much clearer. It takes you step by step. It's
It's a
amazing.
big document.
It's really big. These guys,
Right now.
an amazing job was done. It's clear as can be.
Great.
And you guys, you know, if we really do this the way that we want to do it, we can run it again other times during the year, and we can just keep building and building. So it's such a great thing to offer people. You know, just come join me. Choose your own things that you want to work on, and even clients that are on the 5-in-1, I say, choose something specific that you want to work on over these next 28 days. They might need a little guidance. I had an old client said, well, I just want to feel better. I go, what does that mean? Right? It's like our health assessments. What does that mean? So she got the goal sheet. She goes, okay, I understand. I'm going to work on it tonight. I'm going to do it specific and measurable. I'll send it to you tomorrow. I'm so happy to hear about this challenge because I really want to get back on track. Thanks,
So-
up and down.
So in this 28 challenge, are you using the life book at all with the new app?
So we're not going to use the app. We're going to reference the life book. We're going to reference the habits of health. We're going to reference all of that, but it's not going to be a walking through the elements. There is reference to, you know, we're working on the 4 healthy habits, and there will be reference to the elements in those posts. And that's again to kind of inspire people to say, well, what is that? Like, what do they mean, the elements? And, oh, they have a book that goes over this?
Well,
And
there are 28 of them. Is that why you asked, Jane?
oh, there's 28
There are
elements?
28 elements.
Every client, every person that picks the better or best and comes on board as a client with our eating plan for this challenge is going to be paying $416 for their kit and their Habits of Health system, because this program is the Habits of Health system. Don't get freaked out about it, guys. $416 for a month of food, and this phenomenal program is a fabulous price. Everybody needs the system because that's what this program is, right? Our challenge is about the Habits of Health system.
Can I tell you, I've just signed on a couple of clients in the past couple of days, and they didn't bat an eye at the price.
Us, me either.
I think sometimes we build it up in our own head because, especially those of us who've been a while, so we've seen price increases over the years and the change in the cost for the Habits of Health book. But somebody who has no clue what our system has been about.
I had a woman today, Lisa, that said, and then how much for you to coach me? I said,
Yeah.
no, it's all part of
Yeah, I got that too. Yeah. So
One other last question. With the 28-day, can you share like how you're going to say something on our, are you going to do a live every 28-day? Are you going to just post something the 28-day, or is it going to be different?
Every
each
morning at
28-day?
every morning at 7 a.m. a post is going to come
There'll
out.
be a post.
at
Every
least
coach-
one.
Every
least one.
coach that's in this challenge, all of us, we're all expected to be going onto this. Well, we all go on the page anyway, but we're all expected to participate. And if it's a poll that's asked on the post, participate. Have conversation. We want this to be active. We want the participants to post, and we want us to post.
Post videos of yourself. Sorry, Nora. Go live. If you have something to say, we are all hosting this. This is not just the 4 of us hosting this event. This is every one of us coaches is hosting this event. All we did was put together the one daily post that's going to go out, and the rest of us are going to carry this challenge on. So if something inspires you from that post to go live, up another post, or engage with somebody else, go for it. I mean, this is our journey piece. We're trying to show them that we are a health-minded community, that we all care. The point of this is to show that we have fun, that we love what we do, that anybody can do it, that it's exciting, that it gives you results, it's that you want to be a part of it. That's the point. The point is to get engagement and involvement from everyone involved. So however that speaks to you, do it.
My last question is, had either the 4 of you already done this challenge to give you the steps to move forward?
No, we never did, but this was graciously given to us by a presidential within the firm, within the company, and we were able to make some nice tweaks to it and make it better, make it our own, and definitely duplicable.
Yes, I say duplicatable, but neither word shows up in the dictionary. So I think they're both not real words.
Each week we'll have a theme. So we're talking about the 4 different components. So one will be nutrition, hydration, exercise, sleep. We're going to talk about all of those different aspects. If you've been around for a while, you might remember the meltdown challenges. So it's similar to that, but better because you don't have to take a picture of your feet on the scale and you don't have to send in money to get the money back. And, you know, it's just a way, and I always found that doing a meltdown challenge drew people to you. So this is a great way to just draw your business to you. They did talk about on that leadership call was that September is the new January. People have the mindset of getting back to them. So this is the way that we wanted to provide our organization with all of these tools.
And the best part is it's happening in the journey page. We're already in the journey page. We don't have to go to a new page. So
That is the best part.
I mean, all you have to do is read the document, understand the document, and get to work with inviting and take it seriously. Geez, can you imagine if you do 2 health assessments a day over the next 2 weeks? Everybody everybody could blow their business up this month. It's a nice thing for people to join, and the people that come in without purchasing food, you know, who knows where they're going to be next month. So don't worry whether they decide to do our eating plan or not. We just want them in. We want them to see what it is that we do and see our community and what a better way to do it. They don't have any obligation. So don't get upset if people come in and they don't do our eating plan. You just want them in.
And P.S., this is going to everyone in the journey page. So reach out to old clients because they're going to be like, Jane never told me about this, or Karen never said this, or, you know, so you want to be the first to bring them this exciting news and ask them if there's anybody else that wants to come on with them.
And you can easily say, hey, did you see the post? Did you see what we're doing with the journey page in September and October? And it's already there. It's already going to be there, us explaining kind of what's going on and inviting them to reach out to you for more information. So I guess we really should ask on the Team Health Warriors page who's in. And then at least we know who's committed to doing this, and we know who to look out for in terms of the invitations and read the document. So maybe after you read the document, we'll put a post up, and if you're in, just write in.
No,
Can't we just say we're going on the event page?
Yeah.
Yes. Say
That's
I'm
what I
going.
did. I mean,
Perfect.
I just said I'm going.
There you go.
you
And
know,
this,
I just happened to look on my phone while we were talking. On the journey page, there's 1,600 people on the page. 1,600. That's a huge number. So there's a lot of people that this